brothers and sisters, they are there. We are not lost. We are scattered. We are original Hebrew.
Let's go! All praises be to the Most High God. Yeah, I say it.
I was opportune to meet my grandparents, whom from childhood had always made us to understand that we are one of the lost tribes of Israel. Okay. So from my grandmother.
Right. Now look at these. Yeah, I'm telling you, I gotta show y'all. A picture speaks 1,000 words. Just look for yourself. And this is the creme de la creme. All praises be to the Most High, y'all. Everything we've been through, y'all, the Most High is going to retribute it on all the nations that have had a hand in the oppression of his apple, the apple of his eye, his chosen people, his beloved, his fervent lover, his only begotten. They're going to have their part in the lake of fire. You see them tormented by some kind of creature. I don't even know what that even is, y'all. Judgment in chains. He that led into captivity shall go into captivity. All praise to the Most High, y'all. What's up, Zion Dynasty? This is your favorite dreaded Israelite, the man, the myth, and the legend, Mr. JB Zion. Y'all already know what to do. Show me some love, show me some love. And your boy is back in the flesh, about to hit you with another banger. All glory, honor, dominion, power, majesty, world without end, to the mighty one of Jacob, the holy one of Israel, the resurrector of Zion, the redeemer of the dry bones of Ezekiel, the restorer of the 12 tribes, the Most High Yah, Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai. All praises to the Most High Yah. And first I want to extend greetings, peace, love, blessing, Moorish, Israelite, black power to all my Israelite brothers and sisters, all my Israelite Hebrew queens and kings, all my brothers and sisters of the 12 tribes of the diaspora. I love you all with the love of the Messiah, but not just y'all. I also want to extend a warm peace, love, blessings to all my Gentile. Y'all, we could not do this without y'all as well. All the Gentile supporters, all those that are rocking with Zion, all those sojourners with Israel, those that ain't lost in the crazy sauce.
In the goon squad sauce.
All those that ain't lost in the sauce of the goon squad, the seminary school trained Negroes, and also Esau that went off to school
to be able to learn absolutely diddly squat. Well, you know, Israel done away with, you know, whosoever will, let them come.
Absolutely nothing. Those that get on here and troll and get their Inspector Gadget goggles out. Y'all, I love y'all. I welcome y'all as well. We finna bring that smoke. So y'all, I'm not gonna let this one go too long, y'all. I'm gonna jump right into it because I got a lot to tell y'all. First of all, if you want to support this work, I'm gonna put that Cash App up. Also, if you guys are being touched by these teachings, I gotta let y'all know, y'all gotta download these videos. There's a lot that YouTube is trying to do to your boy in terms of making it hard for this information to go out. Y'all, I'm gonna show you a screenshot. The video that went viral where I showed y'all the Russian icons and the Vornay, and I also showed y'all white people worshiping a black Jesus. That video is banned in the United States now. Y'all, Zion Dynasty, let's go, Yoruba. But now Ephraim of the tribe of Joseph, y'all, they have officially banned that video. So, with that being said, the video that I used that clip from, I would recommend y'all download it. I had an Israelite brother reach out to me. Shalom King, I'm actively trying to create a database for me to have a backup to all these videos. It's something me and Shawnee D trying to learn how to do. We're trying to do it as fast as we can because I know I dropped a lot of receipts in these videos that I didn't think was gonna be that big of a deal, to be honest. But Esau, they're coming after this stuff. I've had a lot of issues with the Mark of the Beast video. Also, that was a big one. They didn't even let that one drop, but it ended up kind of, I posted 2 of them and it kind of tricked the system a little bit and fudged it through, you know. But they've been coming against these videos, the Limba Tribe video. It's a lot of them that they've been giving me hell about. A lot of those that I drop a lot of those history kind of things in there giving hell about. And they're extending the checking process in the videos. Y'all, it's just a bunch. So what we're gonna do is, this is gonna be just a follow-up kind of video. I'm gonna go through receipts in this video, testimonies from Gentiles, black facts, and different clips about the world knowing that the Israelites are black people and that Yeshua or Yahusha is a black man, Jesus, not white one. We talking about the historical Yeshua, the Messiah of the Hebrews. So y'all, we gonna go ahead and jump into it. First, I'm gonna show that clip. I wanna show all this information, y'all. And y'all download this video. Y'all like, comment, share, and subscribe. YouTube is ramping this stuff up, y'all. Teo Ministries, I don't know if y'all are aware of this, but he became demonetized. I don't know what happened. I want to reach out to the brother just to see if he kind of knew what the world was going on. So y'all, they're coming after Israel now. A lot of y'all already know this. It's just the signs of the time. So I'm gonna try to put as much stuff as I can in these videos. So that's why I'm gonna kind of cut the intro a little bit down some. I know I like to have fun with it, but I gotta get this information out. And y'all like this, and y'all download it, and y'all take notes, and you get these books and everything that's referenced. So first, I'm gonna show y'all the clip from the viral video that they have now banned in the United States. I'm gonna show you that clip of these white Catholics worshiping a black Jesus.
There's so many sincere Gentile brothers and sisters that are coming out. They're supporting Israel. They're saying we're the people. They're saying we're the chosen. They're even acknowledging, y'all, check this out, that the kingdom of the Most High is going to be a government where Yah's people, the children of Israel, so-called blacks, so-called two continents slapped together African Americans, are going to be the ruling class, you guys. So in this video, we're going to deal with it. I'm not going to let it go too long, the intro. I just want to say Yoruba Banai Ephraim, the Yoruba of Nigeria, Banai Ephraim of the tribe of Joseph. Y'all, we just going to jump into it. I'm going to let the footage speak for itself. This is the hidden secret that white people know, specifically the Catholic Church. In the basement of the Catholic Church in the Vatican, they have these images. But y'all, be prepared. This is going to be some creepy stuff, some scary stuff. It gives me a Get Out vibe, you guys. But I ain't gonna say too much. I'm just gonna roll it. Let's get it.
Accogliamo il bambinello. Sessione ordinata, ci recheremo al confine della guardia costiera. Valvola secolare. Ronaldo, che
Y'all, I gotta tell y'all. Now, I had a brother originally tell me to download this, and I already told y'all this is some Get Out stuff. White people, Esau, know who we are. And it's a weird thing that's taking place where just like Jacob dressed up like Esau to get the birthright, Esau knows who we are and they covet that thing at a spiritual level. Just like the movie Get Out by Jordan Peele, where these white folks were trying to get inside of black people's bodies. There have been bodies that have shown up of deceased brothers and sisters, our people, that have been missing organs, y'all. It's a lot going on. Y'all, I'm telling you, they know who we are. This is not puff. This is not something thrown at the wall. There's too many receipts. So next, I'm gonna show y'all a clip from the BBC network that kind of makes light of the situation, but acknowledges that they know the historical Yahusha look more like this than that white pasty man they be showing. Let's look.
Listening. Who are you? It is I, Jesus. I heard your prayer and I've come to help you.
You're not Jesus.
I am.
But doesn't Jesus look a bit more like...
Oh, I see. You thought I'd be white.
Kind of, yeah.
Look, I don't know what to tell you. I was born in the Middle East 2,000 years ago. The Bible's very clear about that. It should be pretty obvious I don't have blonde hair and blue eyes.
Guess so.
Plus, have you heard my story? I was arrested by a mob of angry government officials and beaten for a crime I didn't commit, and that shit doesn't happen to white people.
And there was some confusion over who your father was.
Okay, that's just racist.
Sorry.
Now, family, I know I'm dropping bombs. I'm gonna show y'all now. This Russian icons, they pulled the Russian icons book. That's the book I paid about $1,500 for. Also, that Vornay book. Y'all, that thing doesn't exist. But I'm gonna show y'all that clip again in this video because I know it's been a minute. Well, I kind of show it in most of the videos. But I'm gonna show that breakdown video where I kind of went a little bit in detail showing these ancient icons. Iconoclasm was a process. In 1 Maccabees 3 verse 48, it says that they laid open the book of the law and sought to paint the likeness of the heathen. That means they took our prophets, took all the Hebrews and the ancient Israelites, and sought to whitewash the images. This was not overnight, this was a process, right? So we're gonna look at that clip where I went into the Russian icons and the Vornay. Let's check that out. Okay, family, this is my Russian icons book that I purchased off Amazon. And family, I gotta let you guys know, price gouging is not even the word. You might as well call this book burning. This book I paid around $1,300 for. And I know you guys are like, what in the world, JB? But if you want to hide anything from our people and hide our history, put it in a book, right? And this is what they've done. And they've made the price so astronomical that they want to hide this information. But we're going to look a little bit into this Russian icons. Now, this Russian icons is a little bit more contemporary than some older books I'm going to show you, like my Vornay, that actually show you that whitewashing was a process, right? You see some more contemporary icons that look European but have darker skin or Negroid features, and you see how they kind of change the nose and things over time. But we're going to look into Russian icons, you guys. So as you guys can see from the cover, it shows a darker or colored image of Yeshua, I think this is Daniel in the lion's den. Now let's look inside a little bit, if we will. So as you guys can see, wow, we have a picture of the Black Madonna and Child, Mary and Yeshua. You can see the woolly hair that he has, right? The woolly texture hair, the dark skin. Now this was a process, you guys, so you might see European features and little alterations that kind of lead to confusion. But just understand that the further you go back in history, the more Negroid that these images and these icons become, right? So now let's turn in here to page, I think this is page 39. I don't know if that's going to show up on here. But let's look inside of here, you guys. And wow, let's look at this now. Look at the afro textured hair. Look at the afro textured beards. Now I want to show you guys this in my hand instead of me just, I'm gonna put some other images up, but I wanted you guys to see I own this book. This $1,300, near $2,000 book. And I wanted, so you guys won't think I just kind of grabbed some random images and that they're not founded on anything. Now look at this. Now look at Yeshua. Right? This is Yeshua with Elijah and Moshe Hanavi, right? Now look at all the picture of the saints, right? Look at all of them. Dark skin with woolly hair. And I tell y'all, the Gentiles are going to pay for this stuff, y'all. If you call yourself a believer in truth, a believer in the Creator, the Most High, the God of the Scriptures, and you have had a hand in hiding the history of a people, all I'm going to say is you better not have that cup found in your hand when Yeshua returns. Wow, look at these things. Let's turn to another. So many images, you guys. I'm just kind of just going to a few of them. Look at this. Yeshua again. Now you see this looks similar to the other picture, but you see they're more Negroid. You got Moses, you got Elijah, you got Yeshua, Mount of Transfiguration, right? All praises be to the Most High Yah, the mighty one of Yaakov, the Holy One of Yasharal. All praises. Now you all check this out. Shout out to Bishop Nathaniel of IUIC. He mentioned this book, you guys. At the time of me getting this Vornay, it was the only book of its kind. I could not even find another one of this book. There was only one on Abe's bookstore. And y'all excuse the clutter. This is my Vornay copy. It's not probably gonna show up. But we're gonna go in this, you guys, and kind of look at some of these images. We're gonna look at some of these old images. Now the images in this Vornay predate even the Russian icons book that I have, you guys. So we're gonna go in here. So you guys, the images in this Vornay even predate the Russian icons book. This goes back to 12th and 13th century images. Now look at these Negroes. Look at the saints. Look at the saints of the Most High Yah in the coming kingdom. Now I had this book open so you guys can see that I'm not just grabbing pictures. I own this book. It was the only one of its kind. Went up as far as $1,000 to get this book. Now look at these images. This is showing all the saints. When you see the halos around them, that means they're Israelites. That means they're the people of the Most High. And all of them have fez hats, are Negroid, have halos. Wow. Look at these images, y'all. This is the information they don't want our people to know, that we come from kings, we come from priests, we come from queens. We are in fact the chosen people of the Most High Yah. Now let's look some more, you guys. Look at these pictures. These are the saints of the Most High. Negroes, arrayed in fine linen, fine clothing, right? Now look at these. Yeah, I'm telling you, I gotta show y'all. A picture speaks 1,000 words. Just look for yourself. Now hold on one second, you guys. I want to show y'all something. Look at Moses, a black Negro. Look at these things now. And y'all check this out now. Now the next page I'm finna show you, this is Revelation 13:10 in action. He that led into captivity shall go into captivity. And I'm gonna let y'all know, there are going to be some believing Gentiles, but the vast majority are going to come against the idea of a black kingdom. And we see what their fate is going to be. These are black angels, y'all. Check this out. And we know what race that is. Oh no, it gets better. Oh no, watch this. Look at that. The Ancient of Days with the woolly hair like the pure wool. And look at this. The angels sending white folks into captivity. And y'all, when I say this, there are some believing Gentiles, but the vast majority are not going to be with this. And look what their fate is going to be. I didn't write this book. This book goes back to the 11th, 12th, 13th centuries. And this is the creme de la creme. All praises be to the Most High Yah. Everything we've been through, y'all, the Most High is going to retribute it on all the nations that have had a hand in the oppression of his apple, the apple of his eye, his chosen people, his beloved, his fervent lover, his only begotten. They're going to have their part in the lake of fire. And you see them tormented by some kind of creature. I don't even know what that even is, y'all. Judgment in chains. He that led into captivity shall go into captivity. All praise to the Most High God. Now, as you all know, the Bible is an African Judean book. We've talked about this, family. Everything in that book goes back to an African Eastern people, an African Judean sentiment, right? The first Garden of Eden, the Garden of Eden, and the rivers first mentioned in the scriptures surround the land of Ethiopia. We talked about this, right? The Bible mentions Africa, Egypt near 800 to 900 times just in the Old Testament. Greece is mentioned no more than 10 times. Now, if you include the book of Maccabees, that's where you see the Greco-Roman history. The Bible is a black Hebrew Judean book. Why do I bring this up? The Middle East, so-called, is a new term. The land of Israel in antiquity was the land of Ham. Canaan was the son of Ham. So this was just an extension of Africa. Y'all understand? The Middle East was just Northeast Africa in antiquity, right? Now I'm gonna show y'all a clip where our brothers that live in Dimona, shout out to those Dimona Israelites, they show living in the land a landmark sign that shows that the land of Israel sits on the African tectonic plate. Let's check that out.
Back to this land. We consider Israel to be Northeast Africa. We are living here in the southern portion of Israel in what is known as the southern Judean mountains. And of course, we have to make this clear that Israel predates any Palestinian connections here to this land. When you look at the name of Palestine, it was the name that the Romans gave to the land formerly known as Judea. Now, I didn't say Jewish or Judaism, but Judea. So the Judeans were the people that actually lived in this portion of this land prior to it being named Palestine by the Romans. So this is what we consider to be Northeast Africa. We are sitting on the African tectonic plate. There are African species of birds and animals and plants that you'll find all throughout this region.
Why I took you here is that I want to show you that the country called Israel is sitting on the African tectonic plate. Now, we're going to go over here and I'm going to show you where Israel sits on the African tectonic plate, which means that Israel is Northeast Africa. Now, when we look at this map, this is the Sinai. Okay? This is the Red Sea. This is Egypt. This is the Sinai. This is Israel. All right? This is Saudi Arabia over here. Now, if you see this in Hebrew, it says Haluak Afrikani, the African plate. Here it is right here. Israel is sitting right here. Israel is sitting on the Haluak Afrikani, which means that Israel is Northeast Africa.
Now, family, this is the part y'all been waiting for. Your boy is about to show y'all Gentile brothers and sisters that have been saying that know that we're the people, that are acknowledging it, that are using their voice. I'm just gonna play the video and y'all prepare your hearts. The nations know who we are. Zion, it's time to wake up and turn back to Torah. Turn back to the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High Yah. Let's look at all these Gentiles admitting that the so-called blacks are actually the biological descendants of the children of Israel. Let's look at that.
I just wanted to come to you to impart some knowledge onto you about who the true biblical Hebrew Israelites are. Bloodline-wise, they are the so-called African Americans.
The wisdom of Solomon in the Apocrypha in the 5th chapter talks about how Jacob, how the heathen is going to be amazed and confounded when they realize that the so-called black man is that chosen line.
Now, if I were to tell you that blacks, for as many centuries as whites have been superior, if you want, in the Western world, that for just as many centuries blacks were superior, you'd probably find that hard to believe. And you wonder how such a fact could be hidden. And the answer is, again, collusion. The whites wouldn't want to admit such a thing, because whites like to feel superior and like to think that their superiority is somehow permanent, decreed by God. As for blacks, if you look into the black civilizations that we're going to take a look at momentarily, you find something that's pretty interesting. You find that those civilizations actually arose as Jewish civilizations, later to become...
From West Africa, they have been taken as slaves to America. Brothers and sisters, blacks of America, it's you. You are the true Hebrews. You are the true Hebrews from the Bible. America gonna do everything, gonna invest as much money as it has, and gonna fight as much wars as they can, gonna invite as much weapons as they can just to hide this away from you. Gonna take Israel, gonna bring white people here and to tell you these are the Jews, gonna kill you, gonna kill Arabs, gonna mistreat white people like this guy, just to tell you this lie. That you are nobody and we are the Jews with all the history and so on. It has been deleted, your history. You don't know who you are. Don't forget about it. this is why, because America has been taking our history away, never to find out that it's all about you. I'm telling you this, please, I don't ask you to come to Israel to start a revolution. I'm just asking you to start thinking this way, to believe me a little bit, because I'm living in Israel and I'm part of this injustice. I really believe that people like me and you, we can bring the justice.
Because as the Gentiles, we don't need you. We need you to come and pray because you are our Savior. You're the one that was chosen by Yahweh to live in this land, not the Jewish people, it's you. You were stolen from Africa, they deceived you, they told you that you are slaves, but you actually the children of Israel. And it's time just to come back. Come for your people, come back for us, come back for the whole Gentiles, because only you gonna save us.
I know this, I'm telling y'all, this stuff is, let's go. All praises, honor, and glory to the Most High, y'all, the mighty one of Jacob, the Holy One of Israel. Family, our salvation is right around the corner. That's why YouTube is amping this stuff up. That's why I'm trying to put these clips in this video, because I don't know if this is going to be taken down. So now I'm going to show y'all another clip with some more Gentiles saying the same thing and a Jewish rabbi saying a lot, y'all. Let's check that out.
My name is Marie, and I have something that's really, I have to get it out. The Lord is telling me something I need to share. I need you to listen with open ears and an open mind. Okay, this is from the Lord. I was watching some clips on what people are calling a hate group, the Hebrew Israelites that were protesting. And while I don't agree with the language and the form of the anger, but they were speaking truth. The Hebrew Israelites, God's chosen people, are what we call African American. So, you know, I was just praying about this, and I was just, you know, just really heartbroken by how they were received and how they were, you know, putting themselves across, you know. And this song comes on. I'm driving to work, and the song comes on the radio. Good Father. And the Lord, His Spirit came over me. He said, my children don't know what a good Father I am. They haven't experienced how perfect I am. Right now, they are scrambling. They're woken up and they're scrambling because it says in my word that if you remember my covenant I made with you, then I will remember you. So these people are scrambling, and many of them are very angry. You have no place, none, to be ridiculing them. These are God's children. That's what Jesus says to do. Pray for your enemies. But guess what? They're not your enemies. The Hebrew Israelites are the reason why salvation was brought to the world. Through their failure, we, the rest of us, have been grafted in. It's all in Scripture. I don't have the Bible with me, so I can't look it up, and I'm really bad with my memory. But I'm speaking truth. Scripture. Okay? Shame on you, America. Calling them the worst hate group in America, when we as Americans, America has raped, murdered, made them property, God's children. You know what else the Lord told me? If you are Hebrew and you're watching, bless you. I'm praying for you. Those that are angry, I'm praying for you. Those that are hurting, I'm praying for you. Those that are reaching out, wondering, what does this mean? What do I do? I'm praying for you. And the Lord is coming back. He's coming for you.
Because, as I said, 92% of the people that say that they are Jews today are in fact Ashkenazi, sons of Gomer, so thereby are the synagogue of Satan, they who say they are Jews and are not. So who are the real Jews? That's the question that has been posed to me many times over the past months. And there's really two answers to that question. And I'm going to be thorough today because I need to be thorough, because when you speak about this, it's going to upset a lot of people. So we're going to have to take our time in the scripture. So bear with me. Two answers to that question. One, I already addressed in the rotting stick of false restoration and the synagogue of Satan teaching. And that is, who are the true Jews? Well, I already spoke about that earlier at Sukkot. Even the Ethiopian Jews, they're called the Falashas, meaning those that are black. Zephaniah chapter 3 verse 10. From beyond the rivers of Ethiopia, my worshippers, the daughters, my dispersed ones. That's the Queen of Sheba and her sons migrated and dispersed to Ethiopia. Lamentations chapter 4 verse 2. The precious sons of Zion are comparable to fine gold. Verse 8, their visage is blacker than coal. And the concise Oxford English Dictionary, the 10th edition, tells us that visage is a poetic literary of a person's face with reference to the form of their features. A person's facial expression is what? Blacker than coal. You start to connect the language and you start to see. Bereshit, Genesis chapter 9 verse 27. We have got the Ashkenazi sons of Japheth that have infiltrated into the land and are what? They've got the whole world convinced. The whole world convinced that they are sons of Shem. But look what it says in Bereshit chapter 9 verse 27. It actually tells you that Yahweh, who is omnipotent, it is his will because he has actually deceived them into doing this. They are so deceived into doing this. Look at Genesis 9:27. Elohim will entice and deceive. The Hebrew word there is patah. Patah. He will deceive Japheth, Ashkenaz, the sons of Japheth, and he will dwell, that means Ashkenaz will dwell in the tents of the Shemites. Is that what's happening today? Has he deceived the Ashkenazi so much, those from the Russian steppes, the Caucasians, he's deceived them so much that they're actually dwelling in the place where the real Shemites should dwell? Genesis 9 verse 27. You see, Yahweh is the one that has deceived. He has enticed Japheth. Patah, deceived, enticed. He's deceived and enticed the Ashkenazi Jews into believing that they're the Jews, and they've built the Zionist state of Israel today. Hold of the riddle, did she not, deceitfully? And Delilah made Shimshon Samson sleep upon her knees, and she called for a man, and she caused him to shave off the 7 locks off his head, and she began to afflict him, and his strength went from him. You see, Samson was the first Rasta. He was a Negro lion fighter, similar to the African Maasai tribe, Judges 14:5 and 16:19. You see, Samson tore a lion apart as he would a young goat. And as a Nazarite, he wore 7 dreadlocks. He was mahogany in body color, just like Malcolm X, and his visage was blacker than coal. He was a Negro, Lamentations 4, 7, and 8. And this is really hard for people to see in Scripture, because predominantly it has been the Caucasians that have been in charge of the Scriptures. right? For millennia. Lamentations 5:10, our skin was black like an oven. Job 30 verse 30, my skin is black upon me and my bones are burned with heat. Deuteronomy 28, Deuteronomy 28 verse 68, and Yahweh shall bring you into Mitzrayim, Egypt again with ships. And the way of which I said to you, you shall see it no more again. And there you shall be sold to your enemies for slaves and female slaves, and no man shall buy you. And that is what happened to the regal class of the house of Judah. And they say nothing. And they're funding our politicians. Funding our politicians. And you don't think this message is relevant? Because people just, oh, well, let's just stick to, safe and secure. Meanwhile, we're all going down the street to destruction. Do you really think they care what color your skin is? They just want to enslave you all. But they don't want you to really tell the black Negro in America what tribe he's from and who truly enslaves him.
And I'd like to now bring up another interesting place that you're finding descendants of the Israelites, but may not necessarily be from the 10 tribes, but will also play a role. And it shouldn't be overlooked. It's a very serious scenario. Is in Africa. Africa has perhaps hundreds of millions of people with this identity right now of being from the people of Israel. Does that mean they were from the 10 tribes? Likely not. We were taught by the historians and within our own traditions that when the Romans conquered Judea, a few hundred years after that the tribes of Israel went into exile, perhaps millions of Judeans were sold into slavery. Into Africa, into Rome, deep into Africa. And if you look now, you're seeing people who are most likely the descendants of those slaves who kept true. I'd like to bring up a few specific examples because they're going to be game changers. One of them wrote letters to Israel when it became a state. And they said, we're Israelites out in Africa. Everyone laughed at them and they said, African Israelites, these people are just trying to jump on the first world country bandwagon. They're living in a third world country, they got nothing. We're coming to Israel, we got innovation, technology. So they're trying to get on this train because there's such a thing called the right of return. All descendants of the Jewish people from around the world are able to move to Israel. So they said we are also. And everyone kind of laughed at them, like I said. And a few people took it serious and went out there and started studying them, learned about their culture. And a professor from Duke University went out there and did DNA testing on them. And they showed not only do they share Semitic genes from people who were in Yemen and back to the Middle East, these gentlemen, a large percent of them, have the Y chromosome to be Kohanim, to be priests. Now, if anyone doesn't know, a priest is a specific family clan of the nation of Israel who come from Aaron, the brother of Moses, who was the first priest. And anyone descended from Aaron has the status title priest. And we found that these men in this village in South Africa called Lemba, L-E-M-B-A, carry this genetic marker to let us know that they share the same as from the Sephardic and the Ashkenaz and the population of the people in Israel today. They share the same exact DNA marker. That's mind-blowing. So everyone kind of got humbled a little bit who laughed at them and said, now what? Now what do we do about this? This could have tremendous implications. Another area in Africa you have something big happening is in Nigeria. You have the Igbo people, or Igbo, pronounced either way. There's 40 million of them, also Christians, like I spoke about before, how that could happen to the children of Israel very easily. But also a lot of them are now coming out and converting back or adopting the rules of the Torah without all the paganism that they've been practicing for hundreds of years. There's been books written about it from scholars in Nigeria, from scholars from the Jewish people. And where it gets interesting is, in America, there was a slave trade. And a lot of the slaves, a very high percentage of them, came from Western Nigerian ports. And in America today, you see a very large movement of African Americans who say that they're the real chosen people, that they're the children of Israel, they're the Judeans. You know, so what are they just trying to create an identity for themselves because they were slaves, or is there really something here? And the answer is, most likely there is something there. And most likely, maybe that they were the original Israelites, and maybe that the Jewish people today who are white, Caucasian people came in a little bit later on. We know that some of the greatest sages of the transmission of the Torah were converts from Rome. You have a man named Al-Andalus who wrote a commentary on the
Well, here, Rosenberg. So y'all, I'm telling you, you saw what that brother said. Shout out to the Gentiles that are saying this stuff. Shout out to Harry Rosenberg, the rabbi. I don't know, that's a lot of testicular fortitude that brother has to come out and defend our people, defend the Igbo, defend the Limba. Shout out to that brother, because that takes courage to do that. All Gentiles that are not lost in the sauce, those that are standing with us, it's warfare time. Esau is amping up the antics, right? And they're trying to come against this truth. So I just bless all of you Gentiles that are pinning your neck out on the line, just like Nick Cannon said what he said. And y'all don't bash the brother and say, oh, well, he reneged afterward. You don't know what you would do in that situation. He already had got the word out, right? And what I'm saying is, I'm not condoning going back on what you said, but don't judge somebody before you walk a mile in their shoes. That brother has a massive platform that he's trying to maintain, at the same time use that platform to be able to spread the truth. So there's a lot that goes into that. Just like Whoopi Goldberg making her comment, not just that, but Deshaun Jackson, and so many of our people that are saying these, Kendrick Lamar, a lot of them are coming out and saying this truth. So shout out to them, and shout out to all the Gentiles. So with that, y'all, download these videos. Esau is trying to come for this truth, y'all. That first clip, they pulled the video. I just found out today. That viral video showing those white Catholics, you can't watch it anymore. So y'all check out that video, download it, and y'all rewatch this one. The Vornay, I got all those clips in here. Got the Gentiles. Y'all, we the people, and the nations, they scared, y'all. Babylon is crumbling. These nations coming to an end. NATO and all the Europeans are seeing that these Negroes waking up. Y'all, we may be closer, oh my God, than any of us realize right now. The Most High is getting ready to redeem Zion. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this out, y'all. Peace, love, blessings, and black power to the chosen race of the Most High. Y'all, stay encouraged, Zion. Stay in the spirit. Stay in the Torah. We the gods of this earth. We got next. Let's go. Yoruba. Benai Ephraim of the tribe of Yosef. I love y'all with the love of the Messiah. Shalom. All praises.